Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the Blue Jays versus Twins Major League Baseball matchup on Friday, May the 10th, 2024. If you like all the free picks we do at Pickdawgz, you'll love our premium picks. Use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have products meant for people who make big bets, big bankrolls, bet $500,000 plus per game. Not available on the website under the Premium Picks tab. Those packages are only available by texting the number you see on the screen. So if you're looking for a long-term winning strategy, these aren't one-off bets, and you bet big money on a daily basis, text that number. But let's get to it. We've got the Blue Jays hosting the Twins. You know, the Blue Jays really struggling on their last road trip. It's still just a few games under 500 heading into this one. The Twins continue to roll on. They've played well, and it's really tough to argue, you know, with what they've done. Yeah, they've beaten a lot of teams with bad records, but at the same time, they've beaten who's in front of them, and that's all part of it. You know, when you look at the end of the year and they say, you know, well, this team finished in first place with this record, they don't say, well, you don't get first place because all your wins came against the bad teams. What they say is congratulations, and I think that's what the Twins are just looking for to make it to a playoff spot, whether it be as the Central Division champs or as a wild card. So these wins and losses, they all count the same in the win-loss column. Meanwhile, for the Blue Jays, you know, trying to bounce back from that rough road trip, Kikuchi on the mound here. The lefty's been pretty decent. You know, he hasn't been lights out, but he hasn't been bad. 2.72 ERA over almost 40 innings of work, allowing 37 hits, 12 earned runs, only 9 walks, and 2 home runs with 43 strikeouts. So he has all those things that we kind of look for in a starting pitcher. Good strikeout numbers, not a lot of home runs, not a lot of walks. So he's not going to beat himself. He's going to force the other team to beat him in that 2.72 ERA. Proof that, well, that strategy works. I really can't stand it when you have a pitcher that's walking in runs, right? I mean, that's the worst. Meanwhile, Joe Ryan on the mound for the Twins, he hasn't really been walking in runs either. He doesn't give up a lot of walks. About 1 per outing is the way that it's going. Six walks through 7 games, but 5 home runs. So certainly has been touched up a little bit, allowing 35 hits through 40 2/3, 16 runs that have been earned, but 19 runs overall, 46 strikeouts. So Joe Ryan has always had good strikeout stuff. Just, you know, these home runs are usually he pays the price for, as he did last time against the Red Sox. When we look at the how these teams have played, of course, the Twins absolutely rolling right now, and they're also 12-4 in their last 16 games in Toronto. And the Blue Jays come in, they're 4-10 in their last 14. So just looking for some kind of breath of fresh air, while the Twins 14-2 in their last 16. Yeah, everything here points to the Minnesota Twins. But when you start to dig a little bit deeper, you know, the Twins hitting .297 versus left-handed pitching, which they face here in Kikuchi, and then the Blue Jays .246 versus righties, which is what they face in Joe Ryan. Another edge to the Twins, and then the bullpen 3.17 for the Twins and 6.15 for the Jays. I'm looking at home and away numbers when I look at that specifically as to how the Twins have done on the road and how the Jays have done at home. Overall, though, the Blue Jays bullpen 4.43 ERA. I think, you know, Kikuchi is probably the better starter, but that just hasn't meant that much. I think if there is a spot that the Jays can rise up and maybe win one that they shouldn't, this is probably it. But at the same time, not where I'm going to put my money. I'm going to take the Twins, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.